I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that back come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that pack come. I got a plug like Poe and that's on me. It's Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when it touch down. I intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that pack come. I got a plug like Poe and that's on me. Green Bay when that pack come.
What is up? What is up, everybody? All right, Aaron Rodgers confirms it today that he's going to be a New York Jet, and we can talk about that. But hammer the old comment section. What's going on today? This is just going to be a chat. You know, I'll go through the comments, nothing crazy. But yeah, let me know your feelings on. I mean, the thing is, like, people who like don't like Aaron Rodgers already, like they go crazy on it, and they're like, "Good, I'm glad." You know, just like I don't know. I don't think it has to be like that. I think you could just be like, "All right, the era is coming to an end. On to the next one." I'll always love me some Aaron Rodgers. I will never trash talk Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna go to the Jets. Best of luck. You know what I mean? But on to the Jordan Love situation. But we can talk about, Aaron Rodgers, whatever you guys want to talk about. What is up? How are you doing today? Actually, later on tonight, I think at like 7, I'm going to be doing someone else's podcast. I'm not sure if it's live, what it is. But what is up, Facebook user? How you doing? It's a weird name, you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you tuning in. It is. It's I mean, I think it's like bittersweet because I think new beginnings can be fun, you know what I mean? But what is up between the hashes over here? But I think it's bittersweet. Like, I think new beginnings can be fun. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, the Packers are never going to win another football game," but that's just not true. I think this organization is run better than that they're just going to let it just fall off. And next season is probably going to be, any quarterback's first year, usually there's some stumble, but if this coaching staff is smart, they can put together a good game plan where they're not putting everything on Jordan Love. Even Aaron Rodgers, like a lot of the players talk about Jordan Love, like people can say what they want, but people see him in that building, have confidence in him. I don't expect him to come out and be Aaron Rodgers right away, but there's ways that they can game plan for him. Alex says, "I'm sad but happy for Love to get his chance." I think it's going to be interesting next year. The NFC North is going to be quite interesting. I'm sure people felt the same when Brett left. Yeah, dude, I remember when Favre left, people were like mad. They were booing Aaron Rodgers at training camps. Like nobody liked Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't say nobody, but people didn't really overly have all this faith in him that he was going to do all these great things. And then slowly, he won him over, and then the rest is history. I'm not saying that Jordan Love is going to be that, because I think that's stupid to try to say he's going to be like Aaron Rodgers, or like even, see, like, we'll see what he is, but to put that type of expectation, or like that's what you need to be, I think that's a little too much. You know what I mean? Give Jordan Love 8 games and then let's judge him. Don't jump on this one and done stuff. Absolutely. I think like halfway through the season, you'll see, because even Aaron Rodgers' first season playing, he wasn't fantastic. He did have like 4,000 yards, but they went 6-10. I don't remember like all his stats or whatever, but I don't think it wasn't his best year for sure. But like that first year is going to be a little bit of a lot of learning going on, a lot of, some mistakes. But like I say, if they run that offense around Jordan Love and like, or not really around him, but like the running game, and get smart with it, not make it so like he's got to throw 400 yards a game to win. You know what I mean? But I think we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. But the thing with like with Aaron Rodgers, is like, I don't get all the hate. Like, I know that some people just don't like him, but like, he didn't push his way out of Green Bay. It seems like the Packers kind of made that decision for him. And I'm not even mad at them for that. Like, I know a lot of, it's funny how split people are. Because like on one side, you're like, Aaron Rodgers is a devil and he did this, he's a diva, he's all these things. And then the other side, you're like, how dare they kick Aaron Rodgers out of town? It's like, so it's like split. And I get it, because football is an emotional sport. People get riled up, you know what I mean? I remember when Favre left, people would not have liked me if they knew me then. Because like I was mad. I love me some Brett Favre. When that situation happened, I wasn't really mad at the team, but I was, when he went to the Vikings, dude, I was used to bury Favre. I used to talk a lot of trash, but I'm a little older, a little wiser now. You know what I mean? It's a business. You know, when they drafted Jordan Love, it kind of the writings on the wall. They came down to, you know, like this season, I think it's like the one, like where there's like, what are we going to do? And obviously we see what that is. A lot of people talking about like the Packers could handle it better. Like a lot of people, players talk about this, about the Packers ain't good at how they treat players on their way out. And it's not just the big time names. So like, I don't know a lot about that because I'm not a player, but like it's a business. So like at the end of the day, like it's a business. Like it's cutthroat a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's kind of shady sometimes. Megan says, at least we know now and not waiting around at camp waiting to see if Rodgers is showing up. Yeah, that's the thing. We know. And not only the fact that we know, but Jordan Love knows. Like Jordan Love knows this is my time to shine, baby. So Jordan Love is going to, you know, go into training camp with the mindset he's the starter. He's going to be working out. I mean, I'm sure it's not working out wise. It's not much different, but it's good that he knows going in. Like, you know, he's got that mindset. Dude, what's going on? We got spammers in the comments section? I want to make sure to spam before I block them. All right. Uh-oh. Don't click nothing. Let me block this thing. All right. Yeah, don't click on links in the comment section over here on Facebook because there's some spammers once in a while. I don't want you to get robbed. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think, dude, this is an interesting comment right here. Like Jordan Love or bust. It kind of is because like Jordan Love, if that didn't work out, like 2 or 3 years, because I'm not saying it has to be immediate, but if that didn't work out for the Packers, that'd be bad. Like you trade, especially depending on what Rodgers does in New York. People would be coming for their heads because people are amped up already. A lot of people are already trying to come for their heads. You know what I mean? Let me get another one here. Do you like spam? I do not like spam. I always get it like the messages like, hey baby, how are you today? Like take it easy. But Love is putting in work and I hope this kid kills it. I'll miss Aaron though. Yeah, for sure. That's where I am. I like me some Aaron Rodgers, but I'm also excited for Jordan Love. Like I saw people saying that you're trying to push Aaron Rodgers though, because I was posting about Jordan Love, whatever, this last week. I'm like, I'm not trying to push, but I don't control it. See, like as a fan, like we have no control with what happens, so we just react to like what does happen. And you can complain like the front office is this or that, and I don't even blame you for that. Like I don't really have like hate for the front office. I don't love everything that they do. I don't think that they're perfect. But I think that they run the organization like with some class. I don't know. They're not all crazy. But yeah, but like that's the thing. Like the Packers have been consistently good, but that's because they don't like a lot of those teams that win Super Bowls is because they just go all in. You know, they trade everything. They trade away picks. They try to get a team together. The Packers don't do that. They kind of like try to stay steady. And sometimes, you know, that gets you just good enough to get in the playoffs. But there you go. Just bought my Love shirt. Yeah, I got this shirt. All you need is love. I just ordered a hoodie. It's funny because like when I buy stuff from my store, I buy it the same way everyone else does. I just go on the website and buy it. But I got the hoodie coming. That's gonna be good. Matt Ramage, hey man, do you know how long before they have to trade AR? There's a deadline. See, like I've been watching Andrew Brandt. Andrew Brandt says, and it makes a lot of sense. He says the Packers are in no hurry to trade Aaron Rodgers. Like they don't have to rush. They don't have to, but the Jets, they're going to get pressure from their fans to get this done because from what I hear, like they're not close to a deal. Like the Packers, I think want that first round pick in this year's draft. I don't know if they want any more. I don't think anyone knows for sure what they're asking. I heard people talking about they wanted 2 first round picks. Then I heard like that's not true. They're not going to get 2 first round picks. I don't think. But they're like Rodgers said today, they got their heels dug in. I think the Packers are saying like, we want this because the Packers really don't have to trade them. Like if it got to the point where it's like OTAs and stuff, players are starting to report to Green Bay, then that would be a situation. But there's no way the Jets want to wait that long. You don't want like that's going to be your starting quarter. You want him on your side. You want him in New York. You want him to be talking to him. You don't want to be waiting for that last second. And then I don't think it's not going to get cheaper. Like, I don't know. I think if it goes that long, it's going to be a mess, but I don't think it's going to go that long. Everyone wants to be done with this thing, but the Packers have to get the compensation that they think he's worth. But I think at some point, if it went to the very end, one of them is going to have to give because like they can't have Aaron Rodgers showing up to Green Bay after all this and this trade stuff. Like they basically said, we're moving on. And he was like, I want to move on too. and then just say, okay, come on back. Like, I think that'd be so weird. Like, it wouldn't happen. I think Rodgers would probably end up just retiring if like the trade fell through. I don't think he'd come back. I don't think he's trying to do all that. But let's get to another question over here. Front office treated a lot of players pretty poorly. Yeah, and then that's the thing. Like, there's players that came out and said that, like, they didn't care for how they were let go, how it all went down. Yeah, that's something they probably got to work on. Let's get to some more comments over here. Dude, this is the thing too. Like, if you're a Packer fan, like, I ain't no fan police, and you can like support Rodgers and like, hey, go have a good time. But some fans who are talking about like they're just gonna switch teams, like, bro, you were never a Packer fan anyways. Then I'm not saying that about you. That comment, because I there's no problem. When Brett Favre got traded to the Jets, I was all about it. I mean, I didn't switch, but I was like, hey, have a good time over there. One of my teachers named Mrs. Camacho, I hope I didn't murder that name, always says Rodgers is bad and he should retire, and teachers should respect students' beliefs. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think if Aaron, he's on the Jets. First of all, it'd be hilarious if it didn't happen and he ended up retiring, because like the whole Alan Lazard, like, I'm not saying he got the job just because of Aaron Rodgers, but I feel like that, that's quite the coincidence. But I think that, like, that whole list thing that they were talking about on McAfee, people are saying, well, the Aaron Rodgers had a wish list of all these players, and Rodgers like, no, it wasn't really a wish list, but we did talk about certain players. But why wouldn't they ask Rodgers about Alan Lazard? Like, hey, we're going to get this quarterback in a trade. One of his wide receivers is now a free agent. Makes sense that you would want that receiver to go with the quarterback because they know each other. There'd be a little bit of familiarity there for the offense. So like, it makes sense. But if he doesn't go, then if the trade does fall through and maybe retired or whatever, maybe someone else pops up. Because I guarantee you in the next couple of days, this trade isn't done, there's going to be a rumor leaked that another team is in the mix, like whatever team. And then it'll try to put pressure on the Jets, because that is like when all these leaks, like Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, are leaking all this stuff or like reporting this stuff. I think most of the time it's coming from agents and other teams and people who benefit from it. Like, they just leak it to the media to try to get, put pressure on whatever the situation is. Like in this one, like if they put another team out there, the Jets be like, oh, okay, oh crap. So then maybe now they just, all right, screw it. We'll give you what you want. It's almost like a robbery over here. Ron says they would have to get this done within the week for sure. I don't think that the Packers really need to have it done this week. I think the Jets are going to get crazy pressure, but I think they will get it done. Like, nobody wants to dance around this trade for up until OTAs. That would be stupid. That would be stupid for both of them. They want to get this done, but the Packers want to get what they what they think is right. Green and gold till I'm dead and cold. But that's the thing about talking about the Packers want to get what they think that they're due for Aaron Rodgers, because I'll be talking about they want the Stafford deal or whatever. But like, you might think something's worth that much, and it's just not. Like, I have a 4-wheeler I'm going to sell. I found out maybe it's not worth as much as I thought. But that's just how it goes. But like, they have to figure it out. Both sides, like, have to do it. Yeah, he did. Lazard got paid. And I like Alan Lazard, and, good for him. Have a good time over there. Here we go. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, then moved to Snohomish, Washington. I'm sorry, I can't read. And almost every teacher at the school are a bunch of Sea Chicken fans. That's funny. Here we go. Get to feel more. So sad and not looking forward to this coming season. End of an era in Green Bay. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's actually going to be fun watching this offense, because like, dude, most teams, like, they shuffle through quarterbacks. Most teams don't have quarterbacks 15, 16 years straight. Like, the Packers have had 2 quarterbacks since the early 90s. And now we get to watch them break in another quarterback. And hopefully, he's that dude and he sticks around for 15 years or so, you know what I mean? But it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be people that just give up on the Packers, but I'm not saying that they're going to win a Super Bowl or none, but I'm just saying, like, like, that's what it is. You have to endure the years to enjoy the good. And I don't think that the Packers are just like out of like, there's going to roll over, there's going to suck. They're going to be the Jaguars of like whatever. I mean, the Jaguars are a little good now, but of the past when they were just like bottom gutter for years. That's what people think. It's they're going to go back to the 80s. I don't think so. I think they're going to struggle a little bit. Jordan Love is going to go through that growing pains of starting, but it ain't just like over. Like people don't just roll over. You know what I mean? Hang tough. I think that's Backstreet. No, what is that? New Kids on a Block song. Hang tough. Remember that? I'm looking forward to this season. Love is hungry. Yeah, that's the thing too. Jordan Love has some stuff to prove. Everyone talking like Jordan Love is going to have a little chip on his shoulder. He's probably have a big chip on his shoulder, but we'll see like what he does with that. But I think he's in a good situation. Obviously, sat behind Aaron Rodgers for all those years and watched and learned how a pro does it. And Aaron Rodgers actually talked to him, and they became, I don't know if they're friends or what they are, but they seem to have a good relationship. Rodgers was praising him today on Pat McAfee. So I think Jordan Love's in a good situation. Matt LaFleur is the coach. I think he wants to spread the ball around, like simplify the offense almost, and they need to run it heavy. Like I think the Packers should be all about the run this season. Get Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon more involved. I mean, they've struggled to use one of them, but they got to figure out how to use them both. But I think I'm going to go get me a Jordan Love jersey. I typically don't buy, like I don't wear Aaron Rodgers jersey because, and I love me some Aaron Rodgers. I don't like to wear like the popular jersey, the jersey everyone has. I usually only wear jerseys if I'm going to the game or like I'm watching at home or whatever. I don't wear a jersey like over to the grocery store. But I don't like the popular ones. But I'll definitely get me a Jordan Love jersey. I mean, I have a few Aaron Rodgers jersey, but I just don't wear them like that no more. Anyways, no one cares about that. Let's get to another comment over here. Aaron said that Love is good and will have a good career today on the Pat McAfee show. So I believe him. Yeah, I don't think that he would say that because he could be nice to Jordan Love all he wants. He doesn't have to say, I think he's great. This kid's great. He's a good kid with all those things. Because he could have just said, yeah, he's a nice kid and I hope the best for him. He doesn't have to say like he's going to be good. So I actually believe that he thinks that, you know what I mean? Here we go. Go to fold my number 12 up and put it away now. It is a crazy day, you know what I mean? Agree, Matt. My jerseys are 18 and 33, and those are great jerseys. And that's the thing too. Like people think that because a player doesn't play for the team no more, like they don't want to wear the jersey. I'm not with that. Like I'll wear it. First of all, I pay for it. That thing ain't going nowhere. I'm not throwing nothing away. I think in this year, I actually think we'll get a Jordan Love and a Watson jersey. I like the Watson, that 9 just looks nice. What do you think Packers will do after next year when they have all that money that they're not paying Rodgers after the season 41? Whatever millions come off the books. Yeah, I think that like the Saints kind of did that where they pushed everything out and everyone was talking about, oh, they're dead in the water. They're never going to be nothing no more. But like a couple of years later, they just paid a big contract. So I think the Packers just have to get through that dead cap space that's kind of lingering out there. Once that clears up, they can be active in free agents. But they're also, depending on what Jordan Love does, he might just get that money. You know what I mean? Because they're going to have to pay him. They have to make that decision soon. Matt Ramage, I'm here to support you and gonna say this every time you're live till I get day drinking hoodie. All right. Hey, I'm actually gonna do some giveaways soon. I'm planning to do some. Summer of Love, go Pack, go. Ooh, I like that. That's the thing about Jordan Love. We have so many, like, I got that all you need is love shirt. There's so many things to go with that. If we are talking jerseys, my favorite to wear is Nick Collins with the Super Bowl patch. Yeah. That's a good dude. At first I looked and I thought I said Nick Barnett. I'm like, is Nick Barnett in here? But I appreciate you, Nick. Ron says, love day drink. Hey, day drink's a good time. I am not day drinking today. I did a little night drinking last night. I don't know if you saw him. I post stuff when I be drinking sometimes, but I was off today. So you know what I mean? It's like my Friday. So is also Friday. I used to think Jordan Love would be bad, but then my friend told me that's how people thought about Rodgers when Favre left. So I have a different thought about him. Yeah, like I don't get like the whole he's gonna be bad. It's like we don't know. Like I'm not gonna come up here and say he's gonna be great either. But I think it just watch and see. You know what I mean? Support. Like I'll be rooting him on. I'm not like. I have no idea what he's going to be. Like we saw some little bit of good, a little bit of bad, nothing like crazy. But I think that he's proven that he can do it. And people inside the building seem to think so. I'm a Raiders fan too. First Jimmy G, now Rodgers. I'm going to be sick. You're going through it. Rodgers kind of mentioned today too, and he's like, if I really had a wish list, I'd had Devontae on that thing. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. I think they're gonna, I don't know. I doubt him, but I don't root against him. Don't be confused. Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. And yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with saying whatever. You don't think this player or that player is going to be good. I just I don't know anything about enough to know, but Jordan Love to say like whatever, he's going to be good or bad. I still have my Amont Green jersey. I don't know my oldest jersey that I have. Like I have so many of these. I have like where is it? It's over here. Clinton Dix jersey. I have like 3 autographed Clinton Dix jerseys. I have 2 because when he did my podcast, he signed that one and Washington one. The Washington one is in a drawer. But then I have another one someone sent me, like a free just Clinton Dix. Maybe I'll give one away someday because I don't think I need to. But the other one's really cool because I think the other one is actual game worn. Like that's just a jersey I bought. But the other one has like, the sleeves, like, I'm not saying he wore it during a game, but it was bought, whatever. It's different. I'm just over here rambling. We don't have to root against Rodgers this year as the Jets don't play the Packers this year. Yeah, but the Packers and the Jets do play in the preseason. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. I saw that on Twitter. So the Packers and Jets play in preseason. And I think it's funny because people are like, oh, I hope we do this. And like, dude, that doesn't matter. It's preseason. But I think it'll be interesting. You'll see all the players come together. I missed you. Like, it's been like no time. It's just a preseason game. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, I hope, if Rodgers goes over there, whip it up a little bit. That should be interesting in that division because the Bills, I think, that's their division. And I think 2 times a year we're going to see that. Or I think it'll be 1 year because I don't think Rodgers is going to be playing more than a year. That, I think, why the trade is kind of mixing up because they're like, well, what if he only plays a year? We're giving you all this stuff. And then he retires. So there's probably going to be some of that in there. Like you get this if he plays more than 1 year. Are we going from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood to the Love Shack? I like that. The Love Shack, dude. Yeah. I think we can do some of that. None of this matters. I'm just ready for football season. I am too, except for like I'm gonna need to enjoy my summer. Like it's still cold outside, so I ain't trying to rush it. You know what I mean? But this off season is gonna be fun. First of all, like I'm gonna be going around Green Bay. I'd probably next week. I was gonna do it this week, but some stuff popped up. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of content around Green Bay, showing off around Lambeau Field, different businesses, and actually inside Lambeau Field, not like on the field, but in the HM, showing stuff to people who have never been there. So stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? No, not the Love Shack. Try the Love Boat. All right, dude. Yeah, there's a lot that goes with love. You know what I mean? I am grateful I got to see Aaron play one last time in Green Bay. It was the last game against the Vikings. We kicked their horns out the door. I live in Minnesota. Yeah. I mean, I've seen Rodgers play a few times. I'm glad I did. I think I seen Brett Favre play live only like once, like towards the end of his career. But I didn't go to a lot of games back then, obviously. Since Rodgers is gone, Mason Crosby is the only player from the Super Bowl 45 Rodgers roster that's still with Green Bay. Yeah, this is going to be a turnover here. And I'm actually surprised he's still there. But he is. I mean, I'm not mad about it either. I just, I thought for sure that he was going to retire this year. Here we go. Let's get to some of these comments over here before we shut this thing down. Okay, that's replying to someone else. I clicked the wrong one. I'm a smooth operator. All right, I did it again. But my last Rodgers game I saw in person was the Jets game. I don't even remember what game. I went to a few games this last season. I don't remember what the last one was though. My memory don't work like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so there it is. Aaron Rodgers is about to be a Jet. He's not yet. Like I said, that trade hasn't been finalized yet, but I'm thinking that's going to happen eventually. I think it's going to be like a battle. They're going to be going back and forth for a while. So I think it's going to be tough to know like when that's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of stories. If this doesn't get done quick, it's going to turn into like a circus. But it is, and we're on to Jordan Love season, and I'll be doing some podcasts this season, this off season, talking about Jordan Love, and I'll probably try to get someone in here who knows him, like watch him in college, or someone smarter than me. You know what I mean? Break down what Jordan Love is, what he's good at, maybe what he wasn't so good at, and see like what they obviously fixed throughout his NFL. But this season should be fun. But don't think it's just going to be a wrap, because we got Aaron Jones, we got other guys in his team. We got those young rookies, Christian Watson. They do need to, I think, get a veteran wide receiver for him. They need to get someone. Doesn't even have to be like some big name. Just great. They just need someone. Rodgers is the playoffs versus Seattle was my last game, and it was epic. Nothing better than Lambeau in the playoffs. Yeah, I went to the Niners playoff game, and that's electric. Like people who say because I never been to a playoff game, and they're like, oh, playoff games are different. Like, man, that was wild. I had so much fun. I know they lost and it sucked, but dude, that was so much fun. That game, that was a wild game. Yeah, Rodgers is still an owner of the Bucs, but that's something people need to realize. And I'll shut this down. But Aaron Rodgers, if you watch the whole thing on Pat McAfee today, he loves the Packer fans. He loves Green Bay. He loves the people of Green Bay. He was talking really highly about the whole city, and so I don't know. Just don't hate him because he's leaving. Because it's not his fault to me. It's not the Packers' fault. It was just time. It's just meant to be. And I'm sure there was some somewhat shady stuff going on there. But it is what it is. They're both moving on. Once this trade is finalized, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be done. And then we can move on talking about the Green Bay Packers. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to keep talking about, wish them all the best. All love to Aaron Rodgers. But once he's traded, we got to keep her moving. Jordan Love's season and what this offense can be, because it doesn't have to just be around the quarterback. We're going to need Jordan Love to do his thing, but they need to kind of protect him as he's starting and gets going throughout, especially the first half of the season. Don't just throw him out there and say, throw 400 yards. You know what I mean? But I appreciate everyone who watches, everyone who listens to the podcast. If you're not, subscribe on YouTube. Go subscribe on the podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And go Pack, go. And if you're not a Packer fan, I especially appreciate you. You know what I mean? Tuning in the old Matt Ramage show. All right, go Pack, go, people. And thanks for watching.
Green Bay when that pack come. Watch when it touch down. Intercept your bag and you ain't like that. I think you need to sit down. It's Green Bay when that pack come. No rats, we stacking cheese. It's Green Bay when that